Ozi v'simratya vayehi lishua. Ozi v'simratya vayehi lishua. Ozi v'simratya vayehi lishua. Ozi v'simratya vayehi lishua. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And Chag Sameach. Yes, Chag Pesach. We are bringing in our final Shabbat of Pesach. Even if you are a 7-day observer and are going to go out for pizza after this, we are going to treat tonight as our final festival service of Passover. So go ahead and open your books to page 388. We remember on this day our crossing of the sea so long ago, when Miriam, Moses, and all the Israelites sang this song to God. Adonai is my strength and the song who has become my deliverance. This is my God whom I will enshrine. Those are also the words of the song I was just singing, FYI. So too do we sing out in praise on this day of our redemption. And so now on page 384, you will find the blessings for candle lighting for Shabbat and Yom Tov. And I'd like to invite up our Oneg families, Kay Shane and Mike Mincer, to light the candles and say the blessings for us. Amen. Thank you. To welcome the Sabbath bride, we're going to flip back to page 138 for Lecha Dodi. The rest of our service will be back here in the festival section, but for our Kabbalat Shabbat. In Reform fashion, we will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and when we reach verse 9, I invite you, if you're able, to rise and face the door and imagine Shabbat as a bride coming into the building, coming down the aisle, and joining us in our sanctuary. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad, Ushemo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechuvanelcha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, Kiva orech kumi uri, shir daberi, Kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam besimcha u'betzola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. And now we turn back to page 392. So we've warmed up our souls with some opening words of praise for this festival and lit our Shabbat and festival candles, and we've welcomed in the Sabbath bride, and now we are ready to segue into our evening service fully with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon u'v'yomechon, U'v'chayetecho Beit Yisrael, Bagala, U'v'zman kariv, Ve'imeru Amen. Yehesh meraba mevarach, Le'alamul al me'almaya, Yidbarach v'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yinaseh, V'yithadar v'yit'ale v'yit'alal, Shemei dekudesha b'richu, Le'la min kol berchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma, ve'imeru amen. On page 394 is the call to worship. Please prepare yourself for the Baruch Hu. et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Please be seated. Please read with me on page 396. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. And time reverses its course, today flowing back into yesterday, like a river enclosed at its mouth. Each of us has been a slave in Egypt, soaked straw and clay with sweat, and crossed the sea dry-footed. You too, stranger, this year in fear and shame, next year in virtue and justice. Page 398. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Enlighten our eyes to the divine lessons of our tradition, attach our hearts to the imperatives of our faith, and let our minds be one to love and venerate all that is good and holy. On pages 400 and 401 are the Shema, followed by the Ve'ahavta. I invite you to prepare yourselves for these words of Torah. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meotecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha b'derech uvshachbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha uchtabtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kadoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'hiot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. You may be seated. Page 405. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field covered with snow. Hold fast to dreams. Now for the Ner Shalom, being that it is Pesach, we are going to also sing Miriam's song, which can be found on page 646. So we'll sing through Miriam's song, and then after the last chorus, we'll come back to Ner Shalom on 406. And if you feel so moved to get up and dance, go for it. Please do so. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam was a weaver of unique variety. With every thread and strand she crafted her. Oh, I skipped a line, sorry. The tapestry she wove, which one was saying our history. With every thread and every strand she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances toward the light. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. As Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, the wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, we would pass to freedom and march to the promised land. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her, just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We've just lived through a miracle, we're gonna dance tonight. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norat tehilot osef eleh, norat tehilot osef eleh. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze eli anu ve'ameru, ze eli anu ve'ameru. Adonai iloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai iloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki v'ad Adonai et Yaakov, u'galo miyad chazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai ka'al Yisrael. I didn't think to put when you believe in miracles in the service, but if anyone wants to sing some Prince of Egypt with me after, that's also very on theme for tonight, so just, it's an option. Page 408. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom V'hamidenu Shomrenu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shelomecha, v'taknenu be'etza tova milfanecha, v'hoshi'enu lema'an shemecha. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Ve'hamidenu Shomrenu lechayim Ushmot zetenu Uvoenu lechayim Oleshalom Me'ata ve'ad olam Ve'ad olam Ufros aleinu Sukkot shelomecha Sukkot shelomecha Baruch atah Adonai Haporei Sukkot Shalom aleinu Ve'al kol amo Yisrael Baruch atah Adonai Haporei Sukkot Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 410. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael Oti leolam, oti leolam, ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. And now we turn to the central portion of our evening prayer. The festival Amidah begins on page 468. And please note that on Passover, that is when we make the switch officially from winter to summer according to the liturgical calendar. So we will no longer, in the second blessing, we will no longer be saying Hagashem. It is now Hatal. We are no longer praying for rain in Israel, but for just, light dew. So, the Interfaith Power and Light, the people that gave us our nice little light plates that remind us to save energy, they put out an Omer calendar, and they would like to take this opportunity to remind us that on this day of the Omer, as we are preparing for, perhaps, for those of us who generally only pray on Shabbat, to say this new blessing, the Hatal, for the first time this year, that we, when we pray for Geshem, when we pray for rain, we are also praying for the great winds to blow. And although we are now no longer praying for winds to blow, we might pray for wind energy to cleanly fuel our lives. So just something to think about. And now, if you would please prepare yourself for the Amidah on page 368. Adonai, sifatai tiftach ufi agita hilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Velohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'nehem, Le'ma'an Shemo v'Ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol, Atah Rab le'Hoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Micha mocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atal hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukroshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. We continue on page 479. 3 times a year you shall hold a festival for me. You shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, eating unleavened bread for 7 days as I have commanded you. And at the end of the month of Aviv, for in it you went forth from Egypt. And none shall appear before me empty-handed. And the feast of the harvest of the first fruit of your work, of what you sow in the field, and the feast of the ingathering at the end of the year, when you gather the results from the field. 481. Many generations later, redeemed from slavery, Abraham and Sarah's descendants stood at Mount Sinai. The ancient promise was to be confirmed, the ancient mandate reasserted and enlarged, the ancient covenant renewed and sealed, to bind all future generations. When God revealed the Torah, no bird chirped, no fowl beat its wings, no ox bellowed, the angels did not sing, the sea did not stir, no creature uttered a sound. The world was silent and still, and the divine voice spoke, I, the Eternal, am your God. Zochrenu Adonai Eloheinu bo l'tova, ufokdenu vo livracha, v'hoshi'enu vo l'chaim. This day remember us for well-being. This day bless us with your nearness. This day help us to a fuller life. Page 282. 482, yep, that's what I meant. Bestow upon us the blessing of your holy festivals, and may we so celebrate them as to be worthy of your blessing. Our God and God of our ancestors, make us holy with your mitzvot, and let your Torah be our way of life. May our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts to serve you in truth. Let your Shabbatot and holy festivals remain our heritage, and let us celebrate them with love and favor and joy, so that all Israel, hallowing your name, may have cause to rejoice. We praise you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat, the house of Israel, and the festivals. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat v'Yisrael v'hazmanim. Page 485. Know this, that each and every shepherd has a unique melody of his own. Know this, that every blade of grass has a unique song of its own, and from the song of the grass comes the melody of the shepherd. How beautiful and pleasant it is when one hears their song. It is very good to pray among them and enjoy to serve the ineffable. And from the song of grass, the heart becomes filled with longing. And when the heart is filled with song and with longing for Eretz Yisrael, a great light goes forth from the holiness of the land upon it. And from the song of the grass comes the melody of the heart. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato litzion. Page 487. I thank you, God, for this most amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees, and a blue true dream of sky, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. I who have died am alive again today, and this is the Son's birthday. This is the birthday of life and love and wings, and of the great happening illimitably earth. How should tasting, touching, hearing, seeing, breathing, any lifted from the know of all, nothing, human merely being, doubt unimaginably you? Now the ears of my ears are awake, and the eyes of my eyes are opened. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Page 488. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon l'chol hashalom. V'tov benecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et uv'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 492 and 493 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu liratzon imrei fi vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We turn our thoughts now to those who are ill and in need of healing. We have on our list for prayers this week Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Edith and Norman King, Skip, Kathy and Jeffrey Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, John Kaur, Rosalind Cantu, Karen Thompson, Dean Atchley, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Louis Perlman, Eileen Milner, Mike Haug, Bill Brooks, Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, Lori Perry, Scott Platts, Dave Avery, Louis King, Bob Sparkman, Gail Garifo, Cheryl Manny Ho, Seal Honig, Wendy Labenow, Benjamin Hartman, Scott King, Donna Thatcher, Chegg King, Debbie and Paul Nicely, McKenna Heiss, Bob Katz, Nick Joliot, Rebecca Barnes, Steve and Marion Renard, Bernard Strassner, Eddie Milgram, Robin Cohen, Ethan Cantwell, Pam Dabbs, Brian Snyder, Mark Hummel, Miriam Levy, and Fran Warona. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Misha Berach is on the middle of page 511. Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, Caleb Menzies, Francis Petraka, and Noah Kaplan, and all those in the armed services and on the ships at sea that tune in and watch us from YouTube. Although we don't know your names, we pray for your health and safety as well. May the one who blessed our fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in danger's path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever. And let us say, So before, since it is Shabbat of Pesach, I'm going to chant a little bit of Shir HaShirim. We don't often get a chance to hear this scroll, but it is the one associated with the holiday of Passover. It's pretty racy. So this is the first 8 verses. The Song of Songs by Solomon. Oh, give me the kisses of your mouth, for your love is more delightful than wine. Your ointments yield a sweet fragrance. Your name is like the finest oil. Therefore do maidens love you. Draw me after you, let us run. The king has brought me to his chambers. Let us delight and rejoice in your love, savoring it more than wine. Like new wine they love you. I am dark but comely, O daughters of Jerusalem, like the tents of Kedar, like the pavilions of Solomon. Don't stare at me because I am swarthy, because the sun has gazed upon me. My mother's sons quarreled with me. They made me guard the vineyards. My own vineyard I did not guard. Tell me, you whom I love so well, where do you pasture your sheep? Where do you rest them at noon? Let me not be as one who strays besides the flocks of your fellows. If you do not know, O fairest of women, go follow the tracks of the sheep and graze your kids by the tents of the shepherds. Shir HaShirim asher li Shlomo, Yishakeni min shikot pihu, ki tovim dotecha miyayin, lereach shemanecha tovim, shemen turach shemecha, al kein alamot ahevucha. Mashcheni acharecha narutza, heviani hamelech hadarav, nagila v'nismecha bach, nazkira dodecha miyayin, misharim ahevucha. Shechora ani v'nava Benot Yerushalayim, Ke'ahole Kedar, Kiriot Shlomo. Al tir'uni she'ani shechar choret, sheshasafatni hashemesh, beni imi nacharu vi. Samuni notera et hakramim, karmi sheli lo natarti. Hagidali she'ahava nafshi, echa tir'eh, echa tarbut batzahoraim, shalama ehyeh ke'ot al edrei chaverecha, im lo teid ilach hayafa banashim, tzilach be'ikvei hatzon, uri et gediyotayich, al mishkanot haro'im. So, also, we need to count the Omer. The blessing and formula for Omer counting is on page 570. This is the period between Passover. It begins on the second night of Passover, and we count until Pesach, counting the days from the liberation through the sea until arriving at Mount Sinai and the revelation of the receiving of the Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al tzitirat ha'omer. Hayom shiv'a yom shehem shavua echad la'omer. Today is 7 days, that is 1 week of the Omer. And today's, every day of the Omer has a Kabbalistic realm attached to it. So today's is Malchut Shebechesed, majesty within loving kindness. Writes, this is from Ritual Well by Sivan Butler Rotholtz. In entering exile with Am Yisrael, the Shekhinah, the Spirit of God that dwells on the earth, embodies Malchut Shebechesed, sovereignty in loving kindness. In giving up her throne to suffer alongside her people, the Shekhinah teaches us both grace and empathy. So, as I said, during Passover, we read Song of Songs, which is a racy love epic poem, and it's traditionally interpreted to be about the love story between God and the people of Israel. In the poem, the narrator, it shifts to who's speaking, and so the presumed gender roles get kind of confusing, back and forth. But it's a little hard to follow narratively, but it's all the more beautiful poetically for that, especially if you're thinking about the agender and multi-gender nature of the lovers as God and an entire community of people. And different communities have different traditions of when exactly within Passover to sing this scroll. Some say on the second night, some say on Shabbat. If there are 2 Shabbats, like this year, which Shabbat? It's the dealer's choice, I guess. So it's not necessary, or it's not inherent, that the Song of Songs associates with this day of the Omer and with Malchut Shebechesed, but I thought it was very fitting. I thought the Song of Songs embodies that idea. As we consider what it means in our modern lives to be lovers with God and to envision Shekhinah dwelling on earth among us, subjecting herself to exile and oppression along with her children rather than reigning from above, we ask ourselves, are we seeing the world with that empathy? Do we embrace life in love? Are we doing the work to help bring others out of Mitzrayim, out of the narrow places of strife, into liberation, spreading peace and justice in our wake? Are we building this world from love? Do we recognize that none of us are free until all of us are free? Only when each and every person in the Jewish community can answer all of these questions with a resounding yes, can we honestly say that we have learned the lessons of the Passover story, that we are living in the palace of loving kindness. Only then are we truly intertwined with the divine, engaged in the sacred relationship with the Holy Blessed One. As our festival comes to an end, let us pray at this time next year there may be freedom and dignity for all, and may we each find ourselves in the comforting, loving embrace of a holy and just community. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. We turn toward our concluding Shabbat blessings. So I'd like to invite Kay and Mike back up to open the Ark for the Aleinu on page 586. And I would like to invite everyone else to please prepare yourself for the Ark to be open. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo sanu kugoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vigor aleinu ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. This week marks a yahrzeit, anniversary of death for Charles Kranick, Marianne Levy, and Rodney Smith. And last week, when we did not have Shabbat services and didn't have a chance to say Kaddish as a community, would have marked the yahrzeit for Wayne Kavitsky, Richard Porter, Philip Drucker, Ruth Weissman, Sarah Marcus, Martha Lazaroff, Eddie Cortese Dawes, Jeffrey R. Hummel, Louis Friedman, and Lee Levin. And we are still within the year of mourning for Tom Metzler, Norman Rosen, Renee Adler Kaplan, Ivy Bells, Lee McCoy, Jeannie Grissom, Betsy Klarman, Daniel Stein, Joyce Feinberg, Richard Gottfried, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, Cecil and David Rosenthal, Bernice and Sylvan Simon, Melvin Wax, Irving Younger, Alexandra Haley, Pat Burton, Tony Gerisi, John Jenkins, Peter Winkler, and Bernice Strassner. And if anyone else has a name of someone they are thinking of tonight, please share it. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Yit gadal ve'yit kadash shemei rabba, ve'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam u'lalmei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei tekudesha b'rechu ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlam araba min shemaya v'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru. Amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Ner Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. At this time, I would like to invite up our president, Alec Levy, for some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi Liz.
You are welcome.
Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Liz, thank you for leading us in a wonderful service. And to the Mincer and the Shane families, thank you very much for the wonderful oneg that we'll all be enjoying very shortly. This Sunday, April 28th, is Religious School reconvenes, followed by a meeting of teachers and Matratim. Pizza will be served since Passover will have ended, and for those of you who wouldn't necessarily come to religious school, you can come Sunday morning since Passover is ended and have a bagel. May 1st, there'll be at 6:30, we'll have Resilience Through Food Culture. I didn't make a note of any more detail than that.
There will be food and talking about food. Please bring, food will be served. If you want to bring like potluck style, you may, but don't worry about it. But do please bring a recipe that like is a family recipe or has been important at your Jewish holiday meals or something that you feel like has meaning, a significant recipe to you. So
it'll involve food, there will be food, but please bring food or bring the idea of food.
Yes.
May 3rd, family service, Ner Shalom Religious School participation, those always start at 7 o'clock. So remember, next week, 7 o'clock service, not 7:30. It will include Yom HaShoah remembrance, but there will also be a brief sing-along beforehand at 6:30. And not to take away anything from Yom HaShoah, but the sing-alongs are always fun. So invite everyone to join us for that. May 5th, Sunday, there'll be a parent meeting for the religious school at 9:45. May 10th, Sisterhood will be leading Shabbat service. May 19th is the last day of religious school. Don't all shout out at once. May 24th is a home Shabbat. That's the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. The annual congregation meeting will be Sunday, June 23rd. The Be Alike, Buy Alike fundraising campaign to improve our exterior lighting and provide other enhancements for our safety continues. Please consider making a donation. And let me mention, received an email from Prince William County Police this week after the events last weekend in Sri Lanka. And it stated, quote, "There are no known threats towards any organization in Prince William County. You may have noticed an increased police presence as patrol has incorporated extra patrol of the houses of worship in the county." We did have a police cruiser in the parking lot Saturday night for our congregational Seder. I'm not going to send an email out to the congregation because this was more overseas, but just wanted to alert all of those of you who are here tonight that we did receive this email from Prince William County Police. That's all I have. Did I miss anything? Shabbat Shalom.
So in just a moment, we are going to go out into the lobby area to do a 2-minute Seder to close out our festival service. So please turn to page 665, because in lieu of like a regular closing song, we're going to sing this as we move out so that we stay in our prayerful mindset and we don't start kibitzing on our way to the lobby. And then we can do the Seder quickly. We made little plates of some of the Seder foods, but I underestimated how many people would be here. So if you are with someone that you don't have like germ issues with and could share food with, I might recommend that so that there's enough to go around. Okay, so the song is Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. So it's on the top of page 65. It's just these 5 words, but you repeat Hayinu and then B'nei Chorin. So it sounds like this. Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. And then the high part. Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. And we're just gonna repeat that a few times as we move into the lobby. Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. We do? Oh, great. Avadim Hayinu, Ata B'nei Chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata